Hello, everybody. Today is an exciting day. This is the final card for my Lord of the Rings TCG foil set. This has been a 4-year journey. I'm in a different house than when I started this journey. I have a baby now that I didn't have when I started doing this, but there is 1,839 cards across 9 different sets. I am excluding Reflections, and this is the final card to complete this set. So as I do this, I'm going to talk a little bit about why this is such a unique collecting achievement, how many sets I think might be out there, and just kind of talk shop a little bit and enjoy the moment of finishing what's been a 4-year project for me. So we know there's 1,839 foils, and each rare foil, so this is a rare foil designated by this R down here, and you can see it's a foil because it's shiny. There's one rare foil per booster box approximately. So there is 121 rares in each base set. So Fellowship of the Ring, Two Towers, and Return of the King each had 121 rare foils. So to collect it all, at minimum, you'd need to buy 121 booster boxes. And that's, of course, assuming luck is on your side, which many times it's not. So we're looking here at the ruling ring. People might ask, okay, how many ruling rings are there out there? Well, we can actually kind of give you a decent idea of this. So if there's 121 different rare foils just in Fellowship, so I have 9 different sets here, but I'm gonna use Fellowship as the base case here. So, right, we think there's about 250,000 booster boxes that was printed in English. We know this because the back of the booster boxes have a number on it that signifies what number it was in the print run. So we think there's about 250,000 booster boxes that were printed. If you do 250,000 divided by 122, you get around 2,000. I'm not sitting here with a calculator, but you get around 2,000. So we know there's at least 2,000 of each rare foil. Let's throw in another 500 just to say for, I don't know, tournament support, uncut sheets, another 500. Say there's 2,500 of each rare foil from Fellowship of the Ring. You start narrowing it down. That was the biggest print run. So that's the sort of ceiling of total number of complete sets there could be is maybe 2,500. When you start thinking about the number that were lost, how many people actually bother completing 365 cards, let alone 1,839 cards, it starts to winnow down pretty quickly. So I don't know how many master sets there are like this. I'm going to guess it's under 100 because Fellowship was the most widely printed. You have other sets like Siege of Gondor, which is set number 8, which was not widely as printed and, maybe has a total of 1,200, complete sets out there. So obviously there were some uncut sheets that existed. There was some other stuff. So there's so many cards here that it has to be split between one, two, but 3, but 4 binders. So there's a lot of cards here, a lot just to flip through and kind of have fun with. Actually, let's do our ceremonial putting this in its slot. I couldn't find the right binders, and this is so heavy it's causing my darn camera to shake. But we can kind of see here, this is my complete Return of the King set, and right there's our last slot, but everything else, my God, this is so satisfying to do after seeing so many blank spots for so long. This is just so satisfying. So this last card I ended up getting from somebody from the Facebook group, so big shout out to Randy there. But I ordered it off eBay, and then the eBay guy just never sent it. And I ended up having to file an eBay complaint because he just never responded to messages. It was my first negative experience on eBay, and ironically, it was on the last card I needed for this set. So I will not be using eBay in the future for very much because I've officially kind of hit my collecting goal. But going back to sort of how many of these are out there. So, wow. Okay, I want to take a moment, just like a moment of zen, if you will, that this is now done. You can see all this is complete. So that's set 7. This is set 8. I think set 8 might have the shortest print run. And so we using that number, we know there's maybe 1,200 complete sets of Siege of Gondor out there, assuming people completed it and, collected it all, which I think is probably not the case. I think when you start doing who has all 9 sets, across the movie block, times the amount printed, times attrition, for loss, for, the dog ate my cards, for whatever happens, for the conditions of life, I think there's maybe less than 50 complete sets of all 1,839 cards out there. So these are, I don't know how valuable they are. That's not something I'm really concerned about, but they are prize to me, I'll just say. So this is set 10. Set 10's one, there's actually a lot of these out here randomly because it was uncut sheets. But the sort of thing about, total quantity, probably less than 50, maybe less than 100 complete, all 9 out there. So I feel really happy to have done this. That's just my back of the envelope math there. I could totally be off. Some guy could say, no, I have 50 of these sitting in a warehouse myself. I just don't think that's the case given what we know about how many were printed. And yeah, there were complete sets that were kind of given away as prize support or uncut sheets, but not for every set. So that ends set 10. I decided to put Reflections in here. Reflections is confusingly set number 9, but not really part of the movie block, but I just put it in the same binder for sort of collector, I don't know, satisfaction, because I had some extra pages. They're a bit awkwardly numbered where I couldn't find 3 binders that fit all, because it approximately per little movie block, it's like 640 cards, and no binder fits that amount of cards unless you get into kind of a bigger size. So they're all kind of like awkwardly numbered. I think this fits like 504. So I'd like to have it eventually in just like 3 binders with a movie block in each binder, but right now that's not possible. But this is a day for celebration, man. The weight of this is just causing everything to shake because it's like literally 30 pounds of cards here. But we're just gonna flip through these quickly. Really satisfying. This was a hard card to get, and each of these is a little story. Like, I worked with probably over 100 people across the world to get this completed. So this is a moment kind of I guess, celebration for me. And Dead Marsh was a hard card to get. Big shout out to Jeremy. Big shout out to all the people who helped me kind of get there. It was a team effort to get 1,839 cards. There's not many of these just floating around. You might see 1 or 2 sets that pop up on eBay, but by and large, there's not many out there, and people enjoy having them, and they're not super eager to sell them. So this is my collection. I'm really happy with it. I'm gonna do a few more videos kind of talking about specific rarities and the journey here, but this is the end of my collecting journey, at least for this game, for a while. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you later.